Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is I'm the number one Kylo Ren fanboy. Trust no.
I'm the McClunky Taylor Field.
McClunky. Why going with McClunky? Is that the new one?
No, it just popped into my head.
We're here to talk about Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. There's a rumor going around. You got the Phantom Menace. There's a rumor that came out today at the time of this recording that from making StarWars.net. So they have a good track record. They've leaked some things. I think they were actually the person that found out Pedro was playing the Mandalorian. But, they've hit some stuff before. So they put out this report that Jar Jar Binks is going to be possibly returning to Obi Wan, going to be bearded. And what are your initial thoughts on Jar Jar coming back into the fold?
So, in a non-meme related way, I am very, very excited for this. And I'm not saying like I'm a huge Jar Jar fan or anything like that. I didn't mind him in the prequels. I definitely didn't hate him like some people did, which is just ridiculous,
How's it ridiculous?
Because a lot of those haters put it out there to the point where they were insulting the actor, and that's why I feel like you guys need to tone it down.
Yeah.
But like, he's just another character in Star Wars, and it's not life or death for anyone except probably the actor, because it's a little crazy. But at this point, I very much would be excited to see him come back after so much time has gone by and see him reunite with McGregor and the dynamic that they'll have, because just the two of them together when he just meets him, like, what's this? A local. It's just that moment on is when their relationship began. So I'm excited, if this is true, to see an older Jar Jar who couldn't make it as like a circus act on the streets of Naboo and is now made his way to Tatooine and is just living off the land.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, but I will say what I'm going to say. So I'm a notorious Jar Jar hater. That came up when we did the commentary tracks years and years ago. I'm like many other people. I'm not on the camp where, people should have been bullying Ahmed Best or anything like that. I don't agree with that. But with Jar Jar, what do I need to say that hasn't already said? He's a very annoying character I can leave in the past. He's definitely one of those things I thought when Star Wars was bought by Disney we wouldn't see him again. So I'm trying to... So I guess do I believe this?
Yeah, you do. You do believe it.
So here's the thing. Well, before I get to believe it, I'm not actually opposed to this because I think they know whoever's doing the series. One, Deborah Chow's directing all the episodes, but two, I just think in general Disney, even though we've seen maybe some people didn't love Rise of Skywalker or Solo or Last Jedi, so they've been a little iffy. Mandalorian's going well. That's in the TV side. I think they would know better how to use Jar Jar and use him sparingly, and also because what is my favorite book they put him in there?
The favorite book they put Jar Jar
Yeah,
into?
what was the one that it was it Catalyst, or was it Lost Stars, or was it something where they revealed what happened to Jar Jar? Remember?
Yeah, when he became the circus clown. Or
that's not the question I asked. I said,
whatever.
Do you know what book?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
So anyway, so in canon, and we'll see if canon actually matters, in canon, the last thing we know about Jar Jar Binks is he was on the streets of Naboo just begging for money, and he was just like a circus clown, and everyone would like throw trash at him and like treat him like crap. For two reasons. One, it made sense because in the movies wise, he gave this power to who happened to be like the new Hitler in their universe, or the Hitler. And then two, it was kind of a good allegory for real life of, Ahmed Best was just playing this character and people beat on him unnecessary because you can hate the character. Same thing, I hate Rose, but I've never once tweeted at Rose Tico or said anything bad about Rose Tico. It's just, what?
Rose Tico?
With the Kelly Marie Tran. Yeah. Rose Tico, I'm not a fan of. So Jar Jar, I don't think he deserved, or Ahmed Best didn't deserve that. So I absolutely love that. As far as the part of me that hates Jar Jar, I love that he was just this piece of shit on the street now. Look what happened to you. But, too, it was a really good, because I didn't read the book, but I read the excerpt of it, because it was all over online everywhere. And that was really well done. So that's why I'm not opposed to him coming back, because I think it would be one episode. I don't think it's going to be like Obi-Wan and Jar Jar on the adventures. So as even a Jar Jar hater, I'm for it. I'm down to see, kind of give that character a closing. Now, you were talking about making it back to Tatooine. How would he make it back to Tatooine, and why do you think that? Because I know I'm on the bandwagon where I want the Obi-Wan show to stay on Tatooine, but many people have said he might leave Tatooine. I know you don't want that, but it's a high possibility. So
it's a high possibility. I think Disney might see like creative control. Like, we can do whatever we want with this character, so let's make it fun, and let's do that. I mean, granted, I feel like me as a fan, he wouldn't, because he's committed to protecting Luke. But that being said, if they write into the story and it works that he has a reason that he needs to leave, then that's fine. I just kind of assumed Jar Jar would pop up on Tatooine because he's familiar with Tatooine.
But how
and
does
maybe
he
he
get
wants
there?
to hide. Well, it's not. I don't think it's that hard to travel on ships.
But he's homeless. Don't he need money and funds and whatnot? And why?
Yeah, but he could probably stow away on something.
And here's the thing: why would he go to Tatooine out of all places? Why wouldn't he?
It could be he gets in trouble. He's on the run. Maybe he was pissing off the wrong person on Naboo or whatever. And we don't know exactly when this series is, because this could be literally before he is on Naboo as like a beggar, and he could be leaving out of he could be on the run out of the Senate.
I think
or something
they said
like
it's
that.
haven't they said it's 5 years after Revenge of the Sith? I thought
5
they were
years?
saying, yeah. I think it's 5 to 7, no later than
okay.
that. So yeah, I don't know when that book comes out. So fair enough. If I had to guess, I feel like he will still be on Naboo, and I think Obi Wan is gonna get there, or Obi Wan will bump into him somewhere. I don't think Jar Jar will be on Tatooine. I don't think that. I just think it's weird for him to end up back there. I don't see the reasoning. So I'd say either Naboo or they cross paths in some sort of travel. And I'm not sure. I think it could be maybe kind of like what you said, which I don't want because that sounds like a terrible Clone Wars episode of, Jar Jar gets kidnapped and Obi-Wan's like,
Obi-Wan wouldn't save him, let's be honest.
He wouldn't?
No, he wouldn't.
I think he would.
He wouldn't know. In a world where a Jedi are hunted, he wouldn't expose himself like that.
If he leaves that planet, that throws that right out the window, though. So that's right.
To a degree. Like, if he is... the only thing he would expose himself for is to save Luke. And if Jar Jar was a direct threat or compromise that, then he would expose himself to save Luke, but...
Okay, but then I'll lay that on you. Let's say there's a situation where he's on some planet, even if it's Naboo, Jar Jar's in trouble, his life's at stake. What happens if he does decide to go into action? Not to if. What if they say, oh yeah, and he's going to go save Jar Jar? Even though it's risking his code and everything, how's that going to sit with you?
I mean, I'm not going to hate it, but like it's just, it would have to be explained properly. Jar Jar just can't be shanghaied and know where Obi-Wan is and send a message saying, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you son my only hope.
I don't think they're going to go down that route. With R2, and he still doesn't know the droid and everything.
Hello, boyos.
So your prediction is that he makes a Tatooine?
I think he'll make it to Tatooine, or he'll pop up somehow like that.
And what do you think the function of this character is going to be?
I got no idea.
Okay.
That's wild.
I think that it will kind of serve to what the book does. I think, one, because this is the first series that acknowledges the prequels, right? You have things that acknowledge Clone Wars, and even though Rogue One and Solo are prequels, those are Disney prequels. So this is the first time you got Ewan McGregor coming back, so you have a character that George, he created the OG Obi-Wan, but still, created the role for the young Obi-Wan to slide into. So they're definitely acknowledging it. So maybe this is, not only would I feel it's a little send-off Jar Jar, that's what I worry about. I do think it will be... I would like him just to bump into homeless Jar Jar. I think that would be good. Just honestly do what they did for the book and just kind of make that live action and make it sad. Obi-Wan has a kinship with them. That's what I want. What I worry is we get a Clone Wars episode, because there's so many Clone Wars episodes where Jar Jar gets in trouble and they got to save him or something like that. That's my worry, that he does see, Jar Jar's in trouble and he's struggling. He's like, I don't know if I should help. And it's like, but he is like a friend, so I'm going to go help him.
You said that they would know how to handle Jar Jar in this
No, I said I think
properly.
They would.
So I don't know. Do you think they would redo like a Clone Wars kind of skit with their Obi-Wan
I think it
series?
would be. I think it would be less comedic. I think you'd maybe get some terrible Jar Jar barbs, but I think it wouldn't be as. I think it wouldn't be like those Clone Wars episodes where lots of times whether Jar Jar's captured or he's the one saving people. I don't think it would be a main thing. I think it'd be very small conversations. So that's what I think is going to happen, and that's what I'm worried is going to happen. But I'm intrigued to see if it's true and to see if they do it. I'd be happy for Ahmed Best because I feel like a lot of people would be welcome back in. He'd get to be that character again, and I think, like I said, I think they would handle him. The story about how he's in there, I don't know, but actual him in the show, I think they would handle that well. How do you feel about him and having a beard? Because I feel like we haven't seen a Gungan with a beard before, have we?
No, I mean we've seen what was his name? Captain Tarful with the long whiskers.
That's not a beard though.
No, it's not. So, but it's just that's the closest thing to a facial hair representation on a Gungan. So they don't really grow hair because they're amphibious, right? So it makes me wonder what they're thinking of for a beard and what they're going to design.
Well, that's why for me I wasn't sure if the beard was a 50% as far as this for sure is fake, because why would Jar Jar, why are they giving him a beard, or if that's true, because to me it's one of those things you heard, it's like, Jar Jar, why would he have a beard? But then that can happen in these type of leaks and you don't think it's real, that it is real. So.
Well, I mean, if they explain it and cover it properly, I'm not an expert on Gungan genealogy,
Wow.
I mean, if they happen to be able to grow hair due to whatever reason, then that's fine. That's interesting enough. But I mean, I personally would like it. I'd like to see a
With a beard.
Yeah, I'd love to see a scuffed up, roughed up Jar Jar Binks. Just the beard is out, and he's got the old man Logan look to him.
That's what it sounds like, old man Jar Jar. So I guess the two final questions I'd ask you is one, I think you've kind of answered this, but do you out of 10, how much do you actually want this, and then do you think this story is real or not?
If it's just in one episode, I'd even be inclined to say 2, but preferably 1. I would give it a full 10 out of 10. I would really, really want to see this, especially with Obi Wan.
And do you think it's true though?
Part of me, when I read it, I just felt like, well, I believe this. Like it seems definitely logical. And then you made some good points about Ahmed Best,
he's hosting that Jedi Temple show.
For some Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, it's a show. If you don't know, on Disney Plus, it's like a kids trivia show, and he's hosting that. And he's been to Star Wars Celebration a lot, so they've been trying to give him a comeback story. Mm-hmm. So you didn't give me you said you thought. What's your gun to your head? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So my excitement for it, I'll just give it a solid 5 because I need to know. Because like I said, if it's him as the street homeless guy, that's a 10 out of 10. Not just for to be sick Jar Jar, like a sick fan Jar Jar, but just I would have to hear how it would be executed. Same thing too. If this ended up like he was in 3 episodes, I wouldn't want that. I want the show to be primarily about Ewan McGregor and Obi Wan and about his struggle with Order 66 and protecting this kid and finding out that Anakin's Vader. I want all that stuff. So if Jar Jar, especially because the rumor is this is just going to be 6 episodes, so I don't want him taking up too much time.
I thought it was going to be 8, but you're right. Yeah, it is 6.
Yeah, because I think they said and also too that worries me because with Mandalorian, some of those episodes are shorter, so we know for a fact they can't guarantee those are an hour, right? Yeah. So if we have time, I don't really want to be spending with Jar Jar. I would prefer the cameo route. If it's cameo route, it's 10. Anything more than that, I'm a 5-ish. I'm very much in the middle. Gotta see how it's done. And if I believe this, that's the million credit question. I don't know. It just, I'll say yes, but I'm very iffy on it because, like I said, I'm not even sure about the beard thing. But the beard thing sounds like a weird specific detail that someone would actually have to it, and it's different too. I wish because we haven't talked about that. We're gonna do this another time. These are the same guys that put out the High Republic news. So if that comes out and that's true, that'd be kind of nice. So I will say yes for now. So anything else on Jar Jar, Taylor?
No, not really. Just that, yeah, if you say the show is 5 to 7 years, then it does make me wonder, again, if this is before he's like a street kind of panhandler or whatever, or if it's like after that.
What if this one's he's a prostitute?
Well, it's very possible.
Misa wants some?
Misa wants some. Yeah, I'm excited because this is a big enough character that they wouldn't just throw into the show. I feel like they wouldn't even give him just a brief cameo because he's not like the same tier as those characters. Like, I got the death sentence on 12 systems.
But don't you worry that that's just a cameo. I don't think a cameo. I think him finding him on the streets would be an actual scene. But I think also the cameo scene thing could be because they don't want to worry about backlash, right? So there is that.
Well, true, but I mean they're putting him in their period, so they've already opened the door to backlash. If it's true. I just think if they throw him into an episode and there's only 6 episodes, then I prefer it to be 1 episode that he's in. But then I feel like we will get some more background on his character and where he's come, because you don't just elect this man emergency powers to turn him into the Star Wars Hitler and then just disappear from the galaxy. I want to see him having fruit and vegetables thrown at him. I want to see him,
Wow.
I want to see him have to reel in with what he did because he thought he was doing, Misa proposed to give emergency powers to Supreme Chancellor, and everyone applauded him, and just...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think Jar Jar's going to return, let us know in the comments. Do you want that? Do you not? How would you like it to happen? Do you not want it to happen? Let us know. And down below is the subscribe button. Hit that because we're always dropping a bunch of geek content. Always in your ear holes, your eye holes, all the holes. We got content for all your holes one day. So thank you very much for watching this episode or this video. May the Force be with you.
Always.